Good evening, everybody. Can you hear me now? Yes. All right. My name is Dr. Raj Gupta. I'm a stroke and neuroscience director at Regional. And thanks for showing up after work. It shows how much you care for the cause, which is the battle between people and profits. We are opposing a CA decision. This is unethical, discriminatory, and shameful. Dr. Amala Krishnan defined the problem. I will propose the resolution. And let me give you a little context. We are the country of President Abraham Lincoln, who got us rid of slavery in 1863. Famous quote of President still resonate. Democracy is the government of the people, by the people, for the people. Democracy is the government of the people, by the people, for the people. Essentially, Attorney General and Governor are one of us. We have elected them, and they are supposed to protect us. My message to them, both of them, would be to listen to 8,500 people who have signed this petition. It's not a small number, 8,500 people.
That's right.
So, Honorable Attorney General Rob Banta, I'm just a messenger, but I'm going to hit some points here. Why should you act immediately? Number one, there's a violation of antitrust law. There is violation of antitrust law. When HCA bought RMC, it was a well-functioning community hospital. There were pediatrics, there were OBGYN, there were all the services. Look where we are at this moment. They have monopolized all the beds in the East San Jose. And more important, look at how underserved we are. We are serving 1/3 of the population of East Santa Clara. We have only 258 beds. On the west side, for 2/3 population, 3,000 beds. Is that a fair comparison?
Not right. Not right.
So, if you cut these emergency services, trauma, comprehensive stroke, and code heart, is like cutting lifeline of underserved, very diverse population. Should we let it happen? Yes or no?
No.
Second point I want to highlight. There's a violation of civil rights here. People are being discriminated for emergency services based upon economic status, race, and diversity. It is like a second-class citizen treatment to people of East San Jose. Should we let it happen? Yes or no? No. Third point, without these services, care at RMC would be substandard and at times fatal. It will be the only major hospital in the county without STEMI program, without any neurosurgeon, without any orthopedic surgeon. One of the things resonating in my mind is our Director of Cardiovascular Services, Dr. Shai Siddiqui. He quoted, Raj, if you have any heart attack on the campus of the RMC after August 12, your chances of good outcome or survival are much less than anywhere else in the county.
That's right.
Same is true for my stroke patients, and same is true for all the trauma program. Look at the East San Jose. Very high rates of motor vehicle accidents, gunshot wounds, stabbings. We will put everybody, including first responder, EMS, police officer, to the harm's way, as they won't receive timely treatment what they deserve. Why this is happening? To make 5.2 billion net profit to maybe $5.3 billion. Should we let it happen? Yes or no?
No.
Honorable Attorney General, time is running out. RMC has started bleeding. Doctors have got pink slips. nurses over techs are leaving or found alternate jobs. If you don't do anything in next 1 week, these 3 programs won't be salvageable. Act now. Don't let an institution in the United States to slip from top 5% in the nation to third world country standards. Do you want me to do this?
No.
No. Bigger challenge is if public decide not to come to hospital due to lack of services, and this is a real danger. RMC will collapse. It will cause tsunami which will be felt in all other hospitals in the county. And thousands of jobs, including nurses, doctors, employees, may be lost. Should we let RMC to go down?
No.
Honorable Attorney General, public has lots of expectation from you. There is a precedent. Look at North Carolina Attorney General Josh Stein. Kudos to this Attorney General. He sued ICA last year, similar things with only 500 complaints. You got 8,500 signatures. What are you waiting for?
Really?
You have 17 times more signatures. You have unanimous resolution by County of Santa Clara Board of Supervisors representing the whole Santa Clara County. What are you waiting for?
That's right.
Right.
At least you can do is get a temporary restraining order for 6 months. Investigate, find out what is the issue and resolve it. Should Attorney General should do something or not?
Yeah.
Immediately. Now.
This petition is also addressed to our Honorable Governor Gavin Newsom. And the reason is he oversees this department called California Department of Public Health. We sent a petition to them, and our Santa Clara County Medical Association, our MEC, our Board of Supervisors, they all wrote to them. It took 3 months for them to respond with a brief statement saying, we can't help you.
That's disgusting. Shame.
So, how come you cannot help?
It's your citizens.
Yeah, I mean, do you know there's a power to make new laws? So imagine in 2003, the Florida government, for one patient, Terry Schiavo, this woman was on a feeding tube and her husband wanted to remove the feeding tube and parents want to keep the feeding tube. The state government in 2 days passed a law. 2 days. And the governor of, at that time, I think it was Jeb Bush, he signed it. No, that went to the federal court. And look at our moral and ethical standards at that time. George W. Bush was the president. They got the legislation in 2 days. 2 days, and he was on vacation. He flew back to the Capitol, signed at 1:10 a.m. 1:10 a.m. Can you believe that? This is the moral and ethical values we have, just to save one patient from starvation. And here you're talking about almost 15 to 20 patients daily. 15 to 20 patients daily, which will have serious harm or death. You can't do anything. So should we ask governor to act now or not?
No.
So this is the battle between profits over people. We cannot afford to lose. We need to end this helplessness being experienced by the public. There is apathy, carelessness, and aloofness at the Sacramento, which need to stop. This is shocking. We should soar like American eagle. We should not let for-profit organizations to torpedo our health plans. Where there's a will, there's a way. We are not requesting but demanding both elected officials to act within 1 week. Until 1 week, only 1 week. Until July 16th to show leadership. Come with solutions we have mentioned like temporary restraining order and emergency legislation, or talking to the ICA leadership to resolve it. Now, I will end my speech by a quote, and it's a very famous quote, very dear to my heart. It's from Maya Angelou. People will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. We do sincerely hope to hear from you both within 1 week, and if we don't, we will lose programs, there will be harm to patients, thousands of jobs may be lost, and public will give its verdict in November. Thank you very much. Next, I would like to invite my